Okay. Hi students, I am Deepak Bhavur from New Catholic Mission School, Jhabua. Dear students of 9th class, I welcome you to this class. Students, we are going to learn today about tenses. I am sure you have been learned grammar portion like parts of speech and other portions of grammar. In the 9th class, tenses onwards, the syllabus is introduced. According to the syllabus, the tense is the first. So we are going to study tenses in this class. Tense is a one chapter, and from this chapter there are sub-contents like past, present and future. I would like to give you a short introduction on tenses. See, tenses is time and tense. Time is usually universally divided into past, present and future. It is divided into three parts: past, present and future. Tense is a form of verb. It is just form of verb. We try to express, we try to convey the message which is done in past or which is going to be done in future, and which is just can be done. So this is present, past, present and future. Here, for example, she goes. This is simple present. She goes is a present tense, and she went, that is a past and past tense of the verb to go. Here just two verbs are introduced, go and went. Go means present, and then went is the first form of the verb, that is go. The second form of the verb is went. Time and tense. Time is universally divided into past, present and future. Tense is the form of the verb that expresses time. For example, she goes. The same things are here also. She went is a past tense of the verb to go, and thus the verb changes its form to show whether an action takes place in the present or it took place in the past. Form expresses through its impact or through its importance. Every verb has its own importance: first, present, past and future. First form, second form and the third form. Tenses, there are two tenses in English. Okay, it said two tenses, simple present and simple past. Note, remember that there is no future tense. It says, we need to keep in mind, we have been taught three tenses, but then there are two tenses in English. We need to remember certain things when we learn a grammar, when we go through tenses. In English, to express future time, we use the modal auxiliaries. Yes, we use modal auxiliaries such as will, would, shall, should, may, might, ought to. These are the modal auxiliaries we use in order to speak about future time, in order to speak about future, and will in the present simple tense. Example, to express future time. Dear students, I just have arranged some materials or collected some materials for you to understand. Aspect, first one is aspect. There are two aspects in English. The progressive, it has the other name continuous tense, and the perfect, that means two aspects which are in English we find progressive and perfect. The progressive perfect aspect shows that an action is still in progress. We understand if something is going on. Now I am teaching you English grammar. So it is a progressive. It is not stopped. It is still continuing. Therefore we say it is progressive as well as continuous tense. Aspect shows that an action is still in progress, while the perfect aspect shows that the work is completed. If we study about perfect, then we say, yes, it is perfect, or work is completed. The following table shows the different forms of the present simple tense. Now here you can see tense, present, past and future time reference. Future time reference, it has got another name. Future time reference. Simple tense is a simple, we will understand. Present, simple present. That means if we write a sentence in simple, then it would be like this: I write. I write. A progressive, I am writing, because the student, they are still writing, teacher is still teaching. Perfect, I have written. Work is completed. Here it starting on, going on. Here it is completed. And then perfect progressive, that means perfect continuous. All this 1, 2, 3 and 4, all this applies for all these three, present, past and future. So here I have been writing. This is perfect progressive. Now past, I wrote. See, first form and then second form. Second form of the first verb, first form of the verb. So here it is write, wrote, written. We will understand in the third form is here. So, but this we are speaking about past. So I was writing, I had written and I had been writing. These are the verb form changing its real form. First it is write and then wrote, and here it is written. Here writing ing, because it is a progressive or continuous tense. I had been writing. Now next, the future time reference, I shall write. Do not forget, there is no third tense, but then it is a future time reference. So we use models in order to convey the correct meaning, the meaning of the word. I shall write, I shall be writing, I shall have written, I shall have been writing. I am sure you will struggle to understand these aspects or this grammar, but then I am also quite sure that you have studied all these things in the past classes like 6, 7, 8. In these 3 classes also you might have studied this. So I am sure you will not find difficulty to understand. Further says first person, second person and third person. These are the first person, affirmative, negative and interrogative. There is one more also, imperative. 4 kinds of sentences. First one is affirmative, then negative, interrogative and imperative is there somewhere here, but it is not given. Affirmative is I write and then full stop. We know in order to form or in order to create a sentence, we require certain things like subject plus verb plus object. So here subject and verb is here, object is not there, but the sentence is completed. Anyhow, it is completed. I don't write, or do you write? Because this is a same sentence. Affirmative, I write, and the negative, I don't write. You have to just place in between subject and verb not or do not. Then it becomes a negative. Interrogative, you need to place do or does first. Then that becomes interrogative. Second person says you and do. You write and you don't write. Do you write? Third person, he, she, it, he, she, or any name like Neetu writes, or he, she, or Neetu does not write, or does she, he, or Neetu write. When we change into interrogative and negative in the third person, then we will avoid is at the end of verb. Why? Because we are using is here. We are using is here, so that is will be removed. That is will be removed from the verb, and it will take place on the other place. Dear students, thus we have seen that simple present tense is formed by using plain infinitive, but is or es are added to the bare infinitive. For example, infinitive without to. For the third person singular he, she, or a singular noun Neetu. It says first person, second person, like I, you, we, they, and he, she, it. I, you, we, they. These pronouns do not require is in the verb, or is cannot be added in the verbs. Whereas if we use third person he, she, it, then we need to use is or es at the end of the verbs, because they are third person. Therefore is and es, both these things required. We form the negative sentences by using doesn't or don't before the main noun, main verb. The interrogative sentences are formed by using do or does before the first person. Do I not sing? These are the interrogative negative, or interrogative. These are negative interrogative, we can say. So, do I not sing? Don't I sing? This is just in the short form. Second person say do you not sing, or don't you sing? Third person, does she, he, or Neetu not sing, or doesn't she, he, or Neetu sing? So these are the ways where we use vowel of this pronouns as well as verbs in order to convey the correct or the authentic meaning. Dear students, I have prepared something for you here. Pronouns I, you, we, they. Here is, es cannot be used in the first form of the verb, whereas here, for example, it is for this one, but then I have given some example for you, such as I play football, you cook food, we study English, they pluck flowers. You can see I play, here is no s or es, because this is a plural form. This all pronouns are plural forms. Therefore, we can't use is, es at the end of the verbs. Such as here also, you cook food, no ses, we study, no ses, they pluck, no ses here. Whereas he, she, and it, these pronouns require is and es in the first form of the verb. First, for example, he writes a letter. What does he do? He writes a letter. She cuts vegetables. She is doing work. At present, she cuts vegetables. It cries loudly. It cries. Of course, this is an adverb. Adverb is used along with the verbs in order to convey the perfect meaning. Like most of the time we use it for unknown person, things and animals, etc. This is for all these things are written for it. Dear students, use of the present simple tense. Now the important things we are going to study here. Use of the present simple tense. We know most of the time we get confused. we are not sure where to use SES and how to form certain sentences in such difficult or certain situations, because we are sometimes unable to identify or know how to use the sentences. Like the simple present tense is used formula is plus verb, SES plus object, such as SES are used in the verbs form according to singular or plural nouns to express universal truth, facts and customs. If we want to express some universal truth, we need to use is, like the sun sets in the west. This is universal truth. It rises from the east and sets in the west. So there is no doubt. This is universal truth, and we use along with verb is. The earth revolves around the sun. This is also universal truth. The earth revolves around the sun. So SES is used to express habitual action. There are times we also use certain sentences to express habitual action. I go to temple daily. You go to temple daily. We go to temple daily. So here these are just habitual action. We avoid, of course, in such a situation we can avoid, but then mostly we use to go to temple daily. She walks to the office every day because she works in office, or she has to, or she walks to the office every day. So habitual action. To express a permanent state, yes, permanent which cannot be changed. My house faces west because you have constructed, you have built your house in such direction, and therefore it faces the west. The other sentence is Delhi stands on the bank of the Yamuna. Sentence says that Delhi is a city or town, big town, which stands or which is situated on the bank of the Yamuna. Yamuna is a big river of India. The house has 4 rooms because house is built of 4 rooms. So this is also somehow permanent state. The other one in exclamative sentence, look out. These are the imperative sentence, of course, but it has got the name exclamative sentence also. Here comes the verse. You just express, because exclamative where you have to express or you express your feelings. Yes, just to express your feelings. Look out. You are just showing somebody and just asking them, look out. Here comes the burst. You are surprised, you wondered and astonished. You say, here comes the burst. There goes the train, means train is going. Exclamative sentences. The other one in subordinate clauses, beginning with the if and when, subordinate clause. Of course we are not going to study clauses, but then since we are dealing with the tenses, so some of the sentences related to subordinate clause. If you request him, he will help you. Subordinate clause, okay? If, because it is said if and when. So if you request him, he will help you. The comma and then full stop at the end of the sentence. If he works hard, he will pass. Okay? Works hard, then he will pass, otherwise not. When you go there, try to meet him at the, because sentence is a breakdown into 2 parts and then used comma. In the imperative sentences, let's go out for a walk. Okay, let's go out for a walk. The all are exclamatory and then also subordinate clause is used. And here another one is that the imperative sentence. Let's go out for a walk. obey your elders. Shut the door. Please give me a glass of water. So these are the imperative sentences. To indicate a planned future action or series of action. How? When they refer to a journey. When they refer to a journey, he comes here tomorrow. That means indicating the future action or series of action. Another says for narrative, events in a dramatic way. The sound of firing is heard. Yes, you were there. You are not sure, but then you know the sound of fire. So you heard it. Therefore, it is expressed, said, the sound of firing is heard. The hero is seen lying dead on the stage at the time of drama, or during the time of drama, they are pretending to be dead. So people expressed in such a way. In running commentaries on sports events, Mohit passes the ball to Rohit, who is speaking, a person who is sitting beside the ground, just having a mic to speak something about players or speak something about the activities happening in the playground. Rohit hits the ball straight into the goal. This is also said by the commentators. To introduce quotation, our teacher says, slow and steady wins the race. This is a props. Okay. Teacher says, slow, steady, or whatever you do, slow and steady, means very confirm, very sure, wins the race. My father says, hard work is the key to success. Okay, father suggested. Father gave some peace of mind, a piece of knowledge. Says, hard work is the key to success. Here is a note. We generally use the following adverbs or adverbial phrases in the present tense. Always, often, daily, generally, usually, every day, every week, frequent, etc. These are the words used in present tense. For the present progressive tense continuous. The present progressive tense is formed by adding present participle like verb plus ing. In the present forms of the auxiliary by am, is, are, present participle is subject plus is, am, plus verb plus ing plus object. This is a formula. If you struggle, you find difficulty to form any sentence of present continuous, you need to just apply this formula. The sentence will be ready. Just you need to keep in mind certain things. She is singing. What she is doing? Unstable. Okay, unstable. She is singing. I am walking. He is working. I am also walking. They are sleeping. Okay, people are sleeping. The negative is formed by putting not after the auxiliary. She is not singing, or she isn't. Here, in order to confirm, isn't tag is used. Okay, they are not sleeping, aren't. The negative is formed by placing the auxiliaries before the subject. Is she singing, or am I walking? Are they sleeping? These are interrogative sentences. Further says the negative interrogative is formed by placing the auxiliary verbs before the subject and by placing not after the subject. Is she not singing? Is she not singing? Isn't she? Are they not sleeping? Aren't they? Not here. There is a one not given. The negative interrogative form of am, is, am, not, am, I not. But the constructed form is aren't, I. That means short form. Uses of the present progressive tense. The present progressive tense is used for an action that is in progress at the time of speaking. He is reading a newspaper. Okay, the children are playing football. So these are progressive, continuous tense, present progressive. The present progressive tense is used for an action that is in progress and will continue in future. It may not be going on at the time of speaking. It says he is learning English. My neighbor is writing a novel. Another one, it is used to describe an action that is planned to take place in the near future. I am meeting him tomorrow. He is going to England next week. So these are also sentences to speak or inform the message in future. They are not coming here on Monday. They are sure that they are not coming here on Monday. The present progressive tense is used to express disapproval of a persistent habit or something done again and again. We generally use adverbs such as always, constant, repeatedly, etc. She is continuing watching movies on TV. Okay, the adverb, okay, continually. Adverbs are used here. He is always doing one mischief or the other. He is repeatedly making the same mistakes. They are constantly changing their statements. Not verbs of the perception and some other verbs are not generally used in the present progressive tense. For example, see, smell, hear, taste, know, understand, hate, like, want, wish, etc. Present perfect tense. We are here now in present perfect tense. The present perfect tense has the form has been, has, past plus past, participle, be verb, ed, n. Like taken or happened, like that. Has is used with the third person singular and singular nouns, and how is used with the plural forms and I, we, you and they. She has written this essay. They have helped me. These are the sentences, third person. This is also third person, but it is a plural and this is singular. So with the singular it is has and plural it is a have. And here the third person of the verbs. The negative sentence is how the form, how and has, not are. We haven't made any mistake. Here, he hasn't played with us. Then interrogative sentences have the form how, has and subject. Plus subject, okay. Have you plucked or have you packed your old books? Negative interrogative sentences are formed by putting how and has before the subject and not after it. Haven't, hasn't before the subject. Have you not finished your homework so far? Use of the present perfect. The present perfect tense is used to express an action that has been recently completed. He has just left the place. For the past, she has finished her work. For the past actions whose time is not given. He has been to Agra. Okay, time is not given. I have met him before. With adverbs like already, often, recent, yet. I have already read this novel. Then she has not replied to my letter yet. For an action which began in the past and is still continuing. They have lived in this city for a long time. Again says he has been ill since Tuesday. So time is also here since Tuesday. The day is also described here. I have always helped him. The action, always. Now here at the end, I have given some exercises. Dear students, you need to take help of the material and do it by yourselves. But it is like this, fill in the blanks with the present tense and present continuous. Only two tenses are covered in the exercises. You need to go through the whole material and try to find out the exact word. if you face any difficulty, I will be there to help you out in the next video. Thank you very much.